She's mighty, just letting it all hang out, 'cause she's a brick house. She's rocking it 1 pound at a time, rocking it 1 pound at a time. A brick house, hashtag 1 pound at a time. Hello everyone, it is your girl, Boss Lady Lexi. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to another segment with Voiceovers with Boss Lady Lexi. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope everyone is doing great. I hope everyone is being wonderful. I hope everyone is being safe. I hope everyone is just enjoying life to the fullest. And if not, you can change your life because you hold the pen. You write the words. You write the chapters to whatever is going on in your life. And I say that because I've been struggling within this whole pandemic about not being able to work out. Hashtag 1 pound at a time I've gone up, I've gone down, I've gone up, I've gone down. I've had to constantly keep starting over. And I just think that it's like a broken record, okay? And it has been really bothering me for these past 6 months because I have not been able to get to the doctors, get to physical therapy or anything like that because of the pandemic. But I'm going to turn it around because I hold the pen. And it's okay if I have to keep starting from scratch all over again to get my body back to where it was so that I can continue to progress in my weight loss journey. And it's really hard for me, as a lot of you all know, from suffering with chronic arthritic pain and things that have been going on with my body, but I have not, and I repeat, I have not let it stop me from living my best potential or getting to my best potential by focusing on my vision board for my life. I know at one point in time it was just like felt myself like shutting down and didn't want to ask help from anybody because I didn't want to be a burden on my kids. But I had to tell myself, if you just give yourself one step, just one step, just keep taking one step. My philosophy is if you take one step, God will make that 2 steps. And if you take 2 steps, God will make that 3 steps. And so on and so on and so on. So I'm just constantly pushing myself, but not pushing myself to the fact that I'm going to hurt myself, My future is bright. I'm a different person. I am a changed person. And I just really thank God for, changing me and helping me to be a better person. Because being a better person, it has nothing to do with wanting to be that Debbie Downer or wanting to be that person who's so negative, wanting to be that person to throw stones at other people, wanting to be that person who just can't see the good in anything. You're just always so evil, nasty, malicious, conniving, just a sad, pitiful soul. And I know that was me one time ago, many years ago. But when God delivered me, I said I was never ever going to go back to that, because I know when God delivers you from something, you never want to go back. Because when you go back, it's going to be 10 times worse than what it was when you originated it. So keep your head up, keep smiling, keep praying, and keep walking in your destiny, because things will change for you for the better. Now, I want to talk about my vision board and what has been going on in 2020, because I haven't, really talked too much about my vision board. I don't think, and if I did, charge it to my head and not my heart. But in my 2020 vision board, um, I know as you all are looking through this video, you're probably saying, oh my gosh, this girl just has all of these materialistic things on her vision board. But if you watch the video, you would know that they're not really materialistic things. They're things that I want to accomplish, or that I have wanted to accomplish in 2020. Now, we know that we have just been in, and we still are in, a global pandemic. So, you know, our vision, just because of that, a lot of things may have stopped people from reaching their best potential, or living their best life because of the potential, or even working on their vision boards. But I can definitely tell you, I've definitely been working on my vision board, and I want to give you an update of how I've been a changed person. How, excuse me, I've been just so happy that I can talk about this, because it's kind of hard for some people who don't understand how to be happy for someone else in the midst of your storm, or in the midst of what's going on in your life. And that's worldwide. So many things have happened. People have walked away from jobs, household responsibilities, friendships, marriages. Oh my gosh, the list can go on and on and on. Responsibilities, but what I want to talk about is, and it's going to all make sense at the end of this video. So I know a lot of you probably will skip to the end of the video so that you can see what's going to all make sense. But I just pray and ask that you all just follow the process and just listen. Okay. In one part of my vision board, I said that I did not like myself. Now, as you can see right here, it says, I love my life, but then it says, don't. I don't love my life. And at that point in time when I made this vision board, I didn't love my life. But right now, I can definitely say, since I have had time to think and reevaluate things, I do love my life. It is inspiring other people. It's people who look at me and be like, wow, she is really, really a great person. Once you get to know her, yes, she's had a rough past, but she's working on letting that past go and pressing towards her future, which is ahead of her and which isn't behind her. I like the fact and love my life right now, because I never was able to be happy for other people. Other people have progressed, on their YouTube channels. Other people have progressed with, buying a house, a car, living their best life, family. The list can go on and on. But I am so grateful that I love my life, because I know greater is coming. I know greater is coming, and I know what God has promised me. So I can't sit still and be a Debbie Downer and not be happy for others, because if you can't be happy for others, how do you think that God is going to bless you? Or how do you think things are going to change for you? How do you think that manifesting things over your life is going to be any different if you can't be happy for other people? I am so happy and elated for all of the blessings that God has bestowed upon each and every one of you that is watching this video, each and every one of you that have subscribed to my channel, each and every one of you visitors that are visiting my channel for the first time. I am so excited about any and everything that has happened, or things that is happening in your life, because I know that God delivered me from being this nasty person who could not accept that things around me were moving, they were evolving in people's lives, and things just was doing so well, but I was doing so bad. I didn't have what they had. I didn't I couldn't do what they could do. But guess what? God is able. God is able. The next thing that I want to talk about in my vision board that I feel has changed is connecting with people. I still don't trust everybody that comes across my path, because I feel like every one that comes across my path may be coming across for the wrong reason. And with that being said, I have to be careful who comes into my circle, because I am a giver, and I know that God is not going to bless me if I can't enjoy the blessing that He has given me for me. And that's where that little blue money sign comes in. I want to continue to be a blessing to so many people. And throughout this pandemic, I've already, said how I want to bless people. My two families that I want to bless this holiday season. So I've started putting money aside, for that, so that I can bless that family with something for the holiday. It just made my spirit and my soul so happy last year to bless so many families. Oh my gosh, I don't even know how many it was, because I just was in stores blessing people, and some people here on YouTube I was blessing, because that's just the nature in me, is to bless. And I'm just so grateful and thankful that I was placed in a position to be able to bless people. Um, I am so grateful for the opportunity to have worked with a phenomenal 100% awesome, awesome man, Patrick Starr. Oh my gosh, that he is like my best friend. I mean, this is really, I don't have to talk to him every day. I do try to reach out every month, once or twice, but I love him beyond all measure. And I am just so grateful and so honored that he saw something in me to make me believe in myself, that I am a better person. I may have a disability that is limiting me from something, but it's not limiting me from everything. And I am just so grateful, so honored that he saw the best in me when I could only see the worst in me. And I am so, so happy. So that's why I say you have to connect with people who are going to believe in you. Yes, you have to connect with people that are going to believe in you and see the best in you, because that is just like the best feeling in the world. It is just the best feeling. Now, up in the corner, you're going to see the word drive. And in 2020, I wanted to have my own vehicle again, and I wanted to be able to go where I wanted to go. And 2020 isn't over yet. It's not over yet. So I did not get my own vehicle in 2020 yet. As I made a video saying that I made the decision of what vehicles that I would like, um, that I had to choose from, and if I could choose from one, what would it be? And I am still torn between the two, which is the Cadillac Escalade and the Ford Expedition. They're basically almost around the same price. So that's what I'm still focusing on. But I think if push came to shove, I would probably go with the Cadillac Escalade. However, all things work with time. My whole vision board is revolved around time, and you could see that over top of the dollar signs. It's time. There's really no time. If it didn't happen in 2020, 2021, 2022, but I know that if God revealed this dream to me in my spirit, that I know that it's going to come to pass, and I'm just, you know, waiting on that. And I am just so grateful, and I am just so honored and thankful to God for just allowing me to still have the motivation to want to move on and press on and go on and let someone else know that who is going through the same situation that I am health wise, that we have to learn to not let our health define us by what we are limited and cannot do. We have to find those things that we can do and press forth in what we can do, and not look at the negative side of it, because the things that we can do is far more greater and better than anything that I could ever imagine. And it took a long time for me to realize this. Within 3 years, I believe it's been. And what made me realize this is like around the time when I had that last accident that really took me to the loop, because my hands are messing up. And I was just like, irregardless, you regain the ability to write again, hold a pencil. You may not walk as fast as other people, but you can still walk. You may not be able to stand as long as other people, but you can still stand. You still have a voice that you can talk. You still have a voice where you can sing. You still have a voice where you can pray. You still have a voice where you can inspire. So with those things being said, I am definitely grateful, because I know that I'm still alive and God still reigns forevermore. And it could be that this happened to slow me down. I don't know, but I was just sitting back remembering how I could go out anytime I wanted to. And I said, well, if I had a vehicle, I would go out and start vlogging more for you all and showing you all the things that I can do versus the things that I can't do, turning that negative into a positive. Now, I am so happy. I still receive emails from companies asking me to review their products and buy the product off of Amazon. And if they like your presentation when you upload it, they'll send you your money back for the product that you have um, chosen to buy. But um, I have turned those down because I don't believe in them. I just believe that they are scams. But I'm also grateful to God that He has taught me how to be happy for other people. And I could sit here and cry the blues. I could sit here and be the negative Nancy and the negative Karen and the Debbie Downer. Um, but when I see things happening now for other people, I am so excited. And today, which was yesterday, um, I was really excited for something. And the devil tried to make me not be excited for it. But I had to stomp on the devil's head and rebuke him in the name of Jesus. Um, my sponsor, she always talked about, she manifested this into her life because she's always talked about it. She's always talked about how she wanted to have this great big house. And not only did she want to have this great big house, but she wanted to have this great big house where she could entertain her whole entire family or majority of her family because she's a family oriented person. Well, today she was blessed with slinging her business, her $5 bling, and her and her family were able to purchase the house for them. And see, it may not have been the house that they wanted, but God saw fit that this is for the house that they needed, and this is what He wanted for their life. And they were grateful, they were happy, they were elated, and they were sharing their happiness, with the team members. And I was so happy for them. And I'm also happy for another person. I just started following them. Um, MJ, I think his name is Malcolm. I don't know what his last name is. But I have been watching him, and he is so inspiring. Um, he is a person from another cloth, okay? He has gone through a lot in his life, and even though he's gone through a lot, he's turned that negative into a positive. He's reached out to his abuser. He now has his nephew living with him, and they're living in a summer home because of the pandemic. He was getting like claustrophobic in his home, so he needed something different, a different scenery. And I just really, really love how he's constantly inspiring people, and it's just so beautiful, And yes, you know, these things happen, and the only thing I can do in this time is to be happy for them. It's no regret or anything like that. Then, you know, the devil tried to make me think, well, what happened to you? How come you're not getting your blessings? And how come you're not doing this? I had to stop him before he could dwell into my positive space and let him know that you don't dwell here. You have no right to be here. You have no right to be in my space. You have no right to be in my happy place because you're so negative. And that's why I'm so glad that God removed so many people from my life, because I really needed this time to dwell on him and seek his face and know that he is God and God alone, and he died on Calvary's cross not just for my sins but for your sins too, that he reigns forevermore and he is the omnipotent God, and how he can just turn anything around. And some people say, like, when is this going to happen and when is that going to happen? Well, everything happens in time. And it may not happen in your timing, but it happens in God's timing. And I can definitely say that for all of the darkness that I have had in my life, that I am now in the place where I am walking in the light. I am seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know how it's all going to come in any form or fashion. I don't know. I can't answer that because I don't know. But I feel and I see in my heart that, there is light at the end of the tunnel. I've been on the train for a very long time. And I've been on the train because, sometimes we stop our own blessings. We stop our own blessings because we are so busy focusing on what somebody else has, and we're not focusing on what we have and being appreciative for what we have. So if you can't be appreciative for the small things in your life, how do you think that you're going to be blessed for the big things in your life? You're not going to be, because you're going to be so busy wanting, when that big thing comes, you're going to want bigger and you're going to want bigger and you're going to want bigger, that you've missed your whole entire lesson. So I say that to say this: make a vision board. Stop what you're doing and make a vision board. Write down, if you don't have the magazines to cut out and ink in your printer to print, I didn't have those things. I had magazines, yeah, but what the words and things I didn't have, I wrote down. But get a pen and a piece of paper and write down everything that you want. Start manifesting these things into your life, because if you don't manifest them into your life, you can't wait for somebody else to manifest them into your life, because that's not their journey. That's not their story. You hold the pen, you hold the key to your happiness, because nobody else is going to hold the key to your happiness. And also, learn to be grateful for the little things. Learn to be grateful for other people, because when you are grateful for other people, great things are going to happen to you. I hope you all enjoyed this and you learned something from this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.